Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever, coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today I'll be doing a review on the Gemini Jets Vintage Pan Am Airbus A310-300 in their Billboard Livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. But first, before I go into details about this particular vintage aircraft model, please allow me to share with you some information about Pan Am and how they actually came about. Pan Am, or Pan American Airways Incorporated, was an American-based airline that was founded as a shell company on March 14, 1927 in Key West, Florida by Air Corps Majors Henry H. Hap Arnold, Carl A. Spotts, and John H. Jewett as a counterbalance to the German-owned Colombian carrier SCA DTA, and commenced operations 7 months later on October 19, 1927 as a scheduled airmail and passenger service operating between Key West, Florida and Havana, Cuba by chartering a Fairchild FC-2 float plane from the small Dominican Republic carrier West Indian Aerial Express. The airline operated under the Pan American Airways name until January 3, 1950. That's when Pan American Airways Corporation officially became Pan American World Airways Incorporated, even though the airline had begun calling itself Pan American World Airways 7 years earlier in 1943. Then fast forward to November 1st, 1972. That's when the corporate name was officially changed to what has become known to the whole world as Pan Am. Pan Am also became a major corporation that was credited with many innovations that shaped the international airline industry, including the widespread use of jet aircraft, the jumbo jet, and the computerized reservation system. Pan Am was the principal as well as the largest international airline carrier in the United States of America until January 8, 1991, and that's when Pan Am was forced to declare bankruptcy, and after several failed attempts to restructure as well as reorganize the airline via bankruptcy protection restructuring, Pan Am officially ceased operations on December 4, 1991 after 64 years of service, and the carrier's last flown scheduled operation flight was Pan Am Flight 436, which departed that day from Bridgetown, Barbados to Miami, Florida, under the command of Captain Mark Powell, flying the Clipper Goodwill, which was a Boeing 727-200, which bared the registration ship number N368PA, as Pan Am became the third American major airline carrier that eventually shut down in 1991, after Eastern Airlines and Midway Airlines respectively. Whereas the corporate headquarters of Pan Am, for much of its history, from the 1930s up until 1963, was located in the Chrysler Building, which is located in New York City, then moved their global headquarters to the Pan Am Building, which is also located in New York City, then relocated its headquarters from the Pan Am Building in New York City to new offices in the Miami, Florida area, while the airline's main hub and base of operations was located at the Worldport, which was located on the grounds of John F. Kennedy International Airport, which is located approximately 16 miles southeast of the Midtown Manhattan section of New York City, which is located in the Queens neighborhood section of Jamaica, Queens, New York. Whereas Pan Am's other operational hubs were located at Frankfurt Airport, located in Frankfurt, Germany, London Heathrow Airport, located in London, England, Miami International Airport, located in Miami, Florida, Tokyo Haneda Airport, located in Tokyo, Japan, up until 1978, and Tokyo Narita International Airport, located in the Tokyo suburb of Narita, Japan, from 1978 up until 1985. And the focus city hubs of Pan Am were located at Berlin Tempelhof Airport, located in Berlin, Germany, from 1950 to 1975, Berlin Tegel Airport, located in Berlin, Germany, from 1975 to 1990, Boston Logan International Airport, located in the Boston suburb of Winthrop, Massachusetts, Chicago O'Hare International Airport, located in Chicago, Illinois, Hong Kong Kai Tak International Airport, located in Hong Kong, Honolulu International Airport, located in Honolulu, Hawaii, up until 1985, Houston Bush Intercontinental Airport, located in Houston, Texas, Los Angeles International Airport, located in Los Angeles, California, San Francisco International Airport, located in San Francisco, California, and Washington Dulles International Airport, located in the Washington, D.C. suburb of Dulles, Virginia. Pan Am, at the height of its peak, flew to 86 countries on 6 inhabited continents, with an operating fleet of 226 aircraft that included 21 Airbus A310s, in which 7 of those were the Airbus A310-200 variant, and the remaining 14 were the Airbus A310-300 variant, including this one you're looking at here, with no unfulfilled orders pending on neither aircraft types. And the Airbus destination code for Pan Am for this particular aircraft was 24. All right, everyone. Let's take a look at the front of the box, and what you're looking at is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, the Pan Am Billboard title, the iconic Airlines logo, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft type, the 1/200 scale diecast model aircraft, and item number information you see at the front of the box. All right, now you're looking at the back of the box, and what you see is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, some more information there, as well as the Pan Am title and the logo, as well as the social media pages of Gemini Jets. You can pause and read that information if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving, all right? All right, now you're looking at the top of the box, and what you see is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, the adult collectible model and warning information, as well as the item number information at the top of the box that you're looking at, okay? Okay, now you're looking at the bottom of the box, which is pretty much a flap. You see that little silver button there, as well as the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal you see at the bottom of the box, known as the flap part. All right, now you're looking at the left side of the box, and what you see is the engraved gold Gemini 200 decal, the 1/200 scale diecast model and item number information, the computer-generated picture of the aircraft, as well as the aircraft type you see on the left side of the box. All right, now you're looking at the right side of the box. It's pretty much the same information on the left side of the box I showed you earlier on. All right, now you're looking at the front of the box, but this time I got the box laid down on the table, and the reason is it's the bottom part of the box, which is a flap I mentioned earlier, this right here. Now I'm going to flip this up and let you see the packaging. That is the top part of the packaging that you see there. That protects the model and all the accessories that came with the model. So I'm going to take that and let you see what's inside of the packaging. Let's check it out. And this is what's inside the packaging. The actual aircraft model, the model stand, the gear replacement doors, as well as the gears that came with this model, okay? Now you're looking at the actual model stand that came with the model that I took out of the packaging you saw part of earlier. It's pretty nice and sturdy. And then see the top part here, folks? That black padding there, folks. The sole purpose of that black padding is that pad not only protects your model, it also prevents it from being damaged or scratched when you put your aircraft on this particular model stand, okay? All right, now you're looking at the plastic bag, and what you see inside that plastic bag are the actual gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model, featuring the 2 little toothpicks for these gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned as I go into detail for the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors for this particular aircraft model, okay? All right, with all that information out of the way about the history of Pan Am and how they actually came about as an airline, plus all the details here at the front of the box, the information at the back of the box, the packaging, plus the model stand that came out of the package you see here, as well as the gear replacement doors inside that plastic bag featuring the 2 little toothpicks. With no further ado, everyone, here is the actual aircraft model out of the packaging box. Let's check it out. There it is, everyone. The Gemini Jets Vintage Pan Am Airbus A310-300 Jetliner aircraft in their Billboard Livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. All right, allow me to share with you some information about the Pan Am Airbus A310-300 Jetliner aircraft you're looking at here, and how they actually became part of Pan Am's fleet. Pan Am actually became the very first airline operator in the United States of America that acquired this particular aircraft variant, the Airbus A310-300 Jetliner aircraft, as Pan Am took delivery of their very first Airbus A310 A310-300 Jetliner aircraft, which bear the registration ship number N812PA on June 17, 1987, and took delivery of their very last Airbus A310-300 Jetliner aircraft, which bared the registration ship number N824PA on June 26, 1990. Pan Am at one time previously registered and operated as many as 14 of these iconic jetliners in their fleet. But unfortunately, Pan Am only operated this particular aircraft in their fleet briefly for only about 4 years, from June 17, 1987, up until Pan Am's entire fleet of Airbus A310s was eventually acquired by Atlanta, Georgia-based Delta Airlines on November 1st, 1991, as the acquisition purchase actually took place approximately 1 month before Pan Am officially ceased operations as a major airline carrier on December 4th, 1991. Now let's talk about the livery scheme on this aircraft. This was actually Pan Am's very last livery scheme, which was actually called the Billboard Livery Scheme, which was unveiled sometime in December 1984 and officially became the airline's signature livery scheme look until Pan Am officially ceased operations as a major airline carrier on December 4th, 1991, as Pan Am became one of the very first airlines that actually began sporting the Billboard livery look on their aircraft. So, with all that information about this aircraft, how it's part of their fleet briefly, as well as the unique livery scheme you see on there as well, with no further ado, everyone, let's get down to the nitty gritty and allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft. I'll show you. Let's check it out. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side. We're going to start at the front of the aircraft where you see the front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the fleet number on that nose gear door, 823. You see the pitot tubes. You see the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows. I'm going to give you a better visual view of those details later on in the model review. But right underneath the cockpit windows is the Clipper Golden Light decal, which is this decal you're looking at here. And Pan Am actually began back in 1931 to carry the nickname Clipper on all of their aircraft, as the name was harkened back to the 19th century Clipper ships that were the only American passenger aircraft of the time that was even capable of international travel, whereas the aircraft name Clipper Golden Light was originally branded on a DC-8 Clipper aircraft that bears the registration ship number N1803 that was delivered to Pan Am in January 1970, only to have the same specialized name applied to this particular aircraft 20 years later, after this aircraft was officially delivered to Pan Am on July 6, 1990. Then you see the Pan Am billboard type you see across there as well. And then right underneath the wings here are the outer landing bogey gears here, which includes the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear door. But then more importantly right here, the nice looking engines here. The engine comes right there. And these are the Pratt & Whitney PW4152 turbofan type engines that were used on this particular Pan Am Airbus A310-300 Jetliner aircraft. You also see the Pratt & Whitney logo you see there on the engine column there as well. Now we're going to turn this aircraft model around and we're going to actually see if the turbofan blades on these engines spin. Let's check it out. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the port/left side. And does the fan blade spin? Let's check out and find out. Yes, they do. Perfect. Unfortunately, there's no inboard landing light on this particular aircraft, but at least you got a front visual view of the outer landing bogey gears you see on the side of the aircraft that features the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard/right side of the aircraft. Do the fan blades spin over here as well? Yes. As you can see there. No inboard land light on this side here either, but you got the front visual view of the outer landing bogey gears on this side of the aircraft. It includes the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft. You got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the radome nose cone, the front nose gear landing gear doors, the landing gear lights inside of the nose gear doors, the landing gear struts, as well as the front view of the front nose landing gears. All right, we still on the port slash left side of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the wingtip device, which is this happens to be this little device you're looking at here. And this high-tech wingtip device is actually called a wingtip fence. And the sole purpose of this wingtip device is to maximize as well as increase efficiency at the same time by reducing vortex interference with laminar airflow near the tips of the wings by moving the confluence of low pressure slash overwing and high pressure slash underwing air away from the surface of the wing of this particular aircraft. Then you see the rear navigation light you see on the edge of this wing right here, as well as the fuel dump valve you see on the edge there as well. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the registration ship number N823PA, which happened to be this registration ship number you're looking at right here. Registration ship number N823PA. This particular aircraft was actually the 13th Airbus A310-300 Jetliner aircraft that actually entered the Pan Am fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on April 10, 1990, and was delivered to Pan Am on July 6, 1990. But unfortunately, this particular aircraft only operated in the Pan Am fleet for only 1 year until it was eventually sold off to Delta Airlines on November 1st, 1991, along with the rest of their entire fleet of Airbus A310s, and operated in Delta's fleet for 3 years until it was sold off to Air India on January 9, 1995, and operated in that carrier's fleet for 2 years until it was sold off to Merpati New Santra Airlines on March 23, 1997, and operated in that carrier's fleet for 17 months until it was acquired by Partners U.S. Leasing on August 6, 1998, where this aircraft remained operating in their cargo division for 2 years until this aircraft was eventually sold off to Federal Express, now rebranded as FedEx, on October 24, 2000, and operated in the FedEx fleet for 18 plus years until this aircraft was eventually withdrawn from service on February 22, 2019. Sorry about that. Then was finally flown to an aircraft storage facility that's located on the grounds of the Southern California Logistics Airport, which is located in Victorville, California, 3 days later on February 25, 2019, where this aircraft currently remains stored up at as of May 2022, or at the time of this video review post. Alright, now you're looking at the tail fin of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the Pan Am logo that's displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft. This icon logo there. This was Pan Am's 8th and final logo design that was actually called the Globe logo, which was unveiled on November 1st, 1972. This logo also has some other nicknames that it actually goes by, such as the Blue Ball logo and the Blue Meatball logo, which actually became the signature trademark logo for Pan Am from 1972 up until the airline ceased operations officially in 1991. The original Globe logo, however, was actually created and designed in 1955 by New York architects Edward Larrabee and Charles Forberg. And then right above the iconic Pan Am logo is the American flag decal, which is this decal right here. And this flag decal represents the country where Pan Am previously operated from as one of the major flag carrier airlines of the United States of America from 1927 up until the airline officially ceased operations as a major airline carrier on December 4, 1991. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft, and what you're looking at is the APU, auxiliary power unit exhaust hole right here. There. As well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Let's check it out. There it is, the vintage Pan Am Airbus A310-300 Jetliner aircraft from the rear view angle. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side. We're going to start at the front as usual. The front nose landing gears, the landing gear struts, the landing gear door featuring the fleet number. See the pitot tubes, the radar nose cone, the windshield wipers, cockpit window, the name of the aircraft Clipper golden light, you see there. The Pan Am Billboard title, the front cargo container loading door, the Pratt & Whitney PW4152 turbofan type engines you see here, including the Pratt & Whitney logo displayed on the engine column, the engine cones, as well as the side visual view of the front of the outer landing bogey gears. Sorry about that. The outer landing bogey gears on the side of the aircraft includes the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. All right, now you're looking at the wingtip fence / wingtip device on this side of the aircraft, featuring the green navigation light you see displayed there on the edge of the wing, as well as the fuel dump valve displayed on this wingtip device as well. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft, and what you're looking at right under the Pan Am Billboard title is the rear cargo container loading door, the AFT boat bin door, the registration ship number, the airline's iconic globe logo you see there, as well as the American flag decal you see at the top of the tail fin of the aircraft. All right, before I show you this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view, as well as the undercarriage belly view in full detail in its entirety, allow me to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gear. Let's check it out now. Rolls pretty good, all right. And the model tilts. And the front nose gear swivels as well, as you can see there, and there, okay? So, with that being said, let's check out this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. Let's check it out. All right, now you're looking at the aircraft from the aerial bird's eye view, where we're going to start at the front of the aircraft, where you see the radome nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, and then you slide up here, the top part, you see the, a high frequency antenna, the anti-collision beacon light, another high frequency antenna. Then you see the Pan Am Billboard titles on both sides. Then you look at the ADF antennas in 3D there. Then you look at the registration ship number on both sides, as well as the tail fin of the aircraft, as well as the horizontal stabilizer you see there. The two little dots right there, as well as there right there. Those little dots, everyone, are actually called illuminator lights, and the sole purpose of those illuminator lights that it used to light up this tail here when it used to fly during nighttime. Now let's check out the engines and the wings. Now you're looking at the engines right there. Top of the wings, no wing walkway, but you got the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. And then that's the top of the wingtip device you see there. And then let's slide over here. See the engines there, as well as top of the wings. No wing walkway on this side either, but you got the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you, as well as the top of the wingtip device on this side of the aircraft. All right, now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model, where you see the radome nose cone, the crew escape hatch door, the front nose landing gear door, as well as the front nose landing gear. And then you come up here. My guess is they'll got to be the NACA ducts, and the hole where the mouse stand goes in at, the Gemini Just logo. You come up here. No APU housing though. That's the horizontal stabilizers underneath. Now let's check out the gears right here first. A little problem tilting, but that's okay. Then you see the Pratt & Whitney engines with the Pratt & Whitney logo there, as well as the wings underneath includes the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you. The lower part of the wingtip device including the fuel dump valve you see there. Let's check out over here. Feels pretty good, okay. The engine's there with the Pratt & Whitney logo displayed there, as well as the wings underneath includes the flaps, slats, ailerons, spoilers, what have you, as well as the lower part of the wingtip device includes the fuel dump valve on this side of the aircraft as well. All right, since I'll show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put it on the metal model stand that I showed you that came with the model earlier. So with no further ado, everyone, here is the model on the stand. Let's check it out. All right, fine, got this model on the stand, no problem, no hesitation. As you see it being displayed in the takeoff landing position with the model on the stand. I'm gonna let you check this model out as it rotates in a clockwise rotation, starting on the port side you're looking at here. Looking from the tail cam angle. Starboard side of the aircraft. The front of the aircraft. And back to the port side of the aircraft. All right, before I take this model off the stand, I got it at this angle for a reason, and the reason is the actual magnetic gears that came with this particular model. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them off and let you see what I'm talking about. We're gonna start the front nose landing gear first. As you see, that's magnetic. The outer landing bogey gear here on the port side, that's magnetic, as well as the outer bogey gear on the starboard side. That's magnetic as well. So, since I got all these gears off this aircraft model, I'm gonna let you see this model at a different angle in flight mode / gears up position without the gears. Let's check them out. All right, now you're looking at this model being displayed in flight mode / gears up position without the gears. Now you got one or two options how you want to display your model from this point on. If you want to continue to display your model like this in flight mode / gears up position without the gears, that's fine. But you see these gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag featuring the two little toothpicks for these gear replacement doors. That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, so you can substitute your gears while you display your model like this in flight mode / gears up position without the gears. Or you can do like I do, just keep them in the gear down position with the gears on the model. Gears up, gear down, your choice. I choose to leave mine on there because it adds more value to the model. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model off the stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review, okay? All right, the seating configuration. The Pan Am Airbus A310-300 Jetliner aircraft seated 196 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. All right, everyone, here's the breakdown. It runs from rows 1 and 2, which will be from here to here. You had 12 first-class sleeperette seats, rows 6 to 10, which will be from here to about right here. You had 30 Clipper class seats in rows 11 to 30, which will be about from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You had an additional 154 economy class seats, which brought the total to 196 seats. And finally, Pan Am previously utilized their Airbus A310-300s from their hubs in New York, Miami, Frankfurt, and London to worldwide destinations throughout the airline's route network from 1987 to 1991. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting it. I think a couple deals still have it, but most of the deals are pretty much sold out. If you can get your hands on it, and especially if you're a fan of Pan Am like I am, I highly recommend you get your hands on it. It's real worth it. So with that said, please take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. And above all, everyone, please stay safe out here. Peace.